My name is Jillian Neakinsoji, and this is a continuation of deactivation chat. I feel such sublimeness at this moment. As I said yesterday in yesterday's video, tomorrow, November 30th, will mark 9 years since I began my physical transformation and whatnot. In fact, physiological would be a better word than physical, because it really has affected me at the fundaments, you know? Like, if you think about it, there is a world, in terms of space-time, not far removed from this one, where I don't exist. That might sound rash, but imagine if I stayed in the shell of what I was. I would grow into something totally separate from how I am now. And yes, in that most certainly I would find some sort of, worth or something. But like, I was suffering. I guess transition hasn't taken away the fact that I suffer and have suffered. And I guess will suffer too. Gee, that's for sure. But you know what? Without the verbosity, I feel fully me. That took a long time to say. You know? Purposefully, empoweredly, expressively, with direction, intuition, depth, sensuality, a care for her life and for the life surrounding her. That's who I am now. And as much as indeed that I can forget, there's no doubt that deep down that's so. And it's fleshed out now, you know? There's a depth and vividness of character that just was not there before. And maybe, yes, it was certainly there as a kid, but I was a kid, so prior to teen years, well, not before everything happened. Like, in many ways, I feel like a continuation of who I was prior to adolescence. Just now, instead of then, you know? And as an adult, instead of otherwise. In short, this is the me that I deserved. And I see her, I feel her, and I hear her, you know? Me. That person is me. God, it's seldom I've ever been this candid. And I'm candid. And you know, honestly, well beyond the outward metamorphosis, I have taken on such an intrapersonal sea change to be the person I am today, regardless of gender or anything. You know? I feel deeply grateful to be here. And for the chance to experience love and to know that I can lend that and what that means. I had a much more fragile sense of that many years ago. And my life was composed not of energy, but of rationalizing. Understand, everything was almost like an educated guess. And not something that was evident simply because I felt it. I felt such detachment. And that was my core locus of living. Just a moment, I have to walk home because my phone is at 3% and there's a pizza waiting. So a few hours have passed since I made that very upbeat footage from evening. I need to cover a certain topic that relates to the more romantic aspect of my life and myself. And I still think I want to save some of that for later on in this series. But this variably conspicuous element in my life is something important and has consumed a large amount of energy, but especially been a ponderance for much of tonight for me. If to be brief, somewhat veiled, yet also candid. In order to have a real integrated and, genuine connection with someone in that way, it's good to not feel or carry a fragmentation within yourself. Funny enough, along this process that I've been discussing, that's gone 9 years on, I was very fearful that the real me was some beastly and brutish, emotionless, repressed, sexless individual. Which makes no goddamn sense, if that had been the case. And yet, here I was, believing, fearfully, paranoidly, that that was my resting spot in this lot of life. How sad that would have been. How sad that would be. Not gonna happen. I'm still here, motherfuckers. Aren't you glad? I'm fucking delightful. And that's just real. Sending out gratitude from a womanly heart to a womanly body, for which there is a mild, disorderly aspect. But I won't let that get me down. I will stay erect and perpendicular. You hear me? Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. I had big ideas. The band was so excited. The kind you'd rather not share over the phone. But now the orchestra has got us so surrounded, and I cannot for the life of me remember how they go. And I cannot for the life of me remember how they go. Accept it. That's what makes me a soprano, bitch.